Hey, what's going on? Keith from Trigger Happy. Going to take a look at a Browning tonight. This is a Browning BPS. The BPS name is given to a lot of different shotguns in the Browning lineup, from 20 gauge to 12 gauge, and kind of a lot of different variations. It's kind of like the 870 of Remington. There's a lot of different setups here. This is the Upland Special, kind of the entry level to the BPS line in 20 gauge. So price points vary between, this one is probably in the 550 to maybe 580, 590 range at most gun shops. If you go into, say, a cantilevered rifled barrel, like more of a deer slug gun, you're going to be looking at probably closer to, say, $800. So, definitely a large variation in that. Some different features of this that make it a gun that I really like. Again, in 20 gauges, it takes Magnum load. So you can run 2 3/4 inch or 3 inch Magnum shells. Has a 22 inch smoothbore barrel, a gold front bead sight there. It's got a nice wood grain feel to it. Smooth action, definitely dig that. As far as the how you load and eject, it's a bottom loader, bottom ejector, so it's definitely a little different than Mossberg's or Remington's in that, you're going to have shells flying at your feet instead of, say out over your shoulder or something like that. So it's a little different. If you're not used to a bottom ejector, it may take a little time, but it's not a big deal. I kind of prefer it in some ways. Nice wood grain stock, not much of a butt pad at all, which is to be expected. But very well done. Says Browning obviously here on the back. The golden trigger here, pretty standard of Browning, and you got the logo there on the trigger guard. This is all steel here, unlike some other guns that this might be polymer or not as well done. It's definitely it's right into the receiver, so this is not removable like some other trigger groups are. It's removable, I should say, but not in the same fashion that other trigger group assemblies are. Safety is on the back, similar to Mossberg, definitely different than Remington. Take it or leave it. It's not a big deal, but it's different than some. The way you cycle the action is very strange. I'm not a big fan of that. It's not in a position that it's not where my trigger finger is going to be, nor is it really where my thumb is. It's just in an odd location. Again, is it a big deal? No, but it's just not set up in a way that I'm used to, I guess. So the bluing on this, I will say, is very nicely done. It does print up, so you're going to notice a lot of fingerprinting and things like that. Again, not a big deal, but it doesn't have the parkerized finish or whatnot of some of the other guns out there, maybe in the same category. So it's a traditional bluing job. These guns are made in Japan, which seems unconventional to me. They have the quintessential American gun in Browning and the Browning name made overseas, but that's what we got here. Comes with a couple extra chokes, which is nice, right out of the box. And again, all for a mid-level price of $550 to $600, we'll say, somewhere in there. These guns probably don't hold their value like some of the upper-end Brownings, just because of the original price point, and they're fairly common. So, but for a Browning shotgun in 20 gauge, I think you're getting a pretty good piece here. So check it out, Browning BPS. Again, this is the Upland Special. So we'll see you next time.